okay, so I saw this guy for sale and we're going to recreate him. So I used a triangular piece of wood, and I used our tape, and I'm going to just paint some stripes on it. So I actually used our red chalk paste and mixed some water into it because I really liked the red. I don't have a red like that in acrylic. You could use acrylic, but I used my chalk paste mixed with a little water. So I got that on there, and then I took this piece of scrapbook paper that was in my stash, and I cut out the top of it's going to be the hat. I know, it doesn't match. It's not the right kind of red, but it is what it is. And then I'm going to do the dry Mod Podge method. So I put some Mod Podge on, and then I dry it. So you make sure it's all dry. And then you put whatever it is that you're trying to stick to your surface on and iron it. So what happens is the heat from the iron reactivates the Mod Podge and makes it stick. It's just less messy for me. Then I used my gator sander and sanded off the edges of the paper, and of course sanded the bottom of it to make it look a little bit more older, more worn. And then I put some more Mod Podge just to put this little piece of fabric to just make that between the paper and the paint, look better. I'm having a problem with my words. Normally, I would use a mop because I really like to make these with the mop, but I had this fur, so we're using it. And when you are going to make a beard or anything out of the fur, you want to just use your razor on the very back side. Otherwise, if you cut it with scissors, you're cutting all the hair off. So do you see how the hair comes off to the sides and stuff? That's because I just razor bladed the back of it, just very, very lightly, just to get the fabric part of it undone. And then I decided to take this fabric and make like a little ruffle right there, so to give it more dimension, make it thicker. So I just did a running stitch along the fabric and pulled it, made it like a ruffle, hot glued that on. I put a bow on it right there, but I am going to take it off in a little while and change it up a little bit. Sorry about that. And then I put his little nose on. Yes, I know it's a gnome. I know some of you don't like gnomes, but we're going to say it's a Santa gnome. Well, he kind of is a Santa gnome, but I think he came out really cute. And then I just messed up his beard. And then we're going to make a bow using my Bodabra. And I'm using a combination of fabrics, but this is a homespun green bundle from Amazon, and I did use it for the rag tree that I made. So I still have some left. So the rag tree didn't take it all. And then I used some coffee stained tea towel and then some red and white striped fabric that I had. And I just layered this bow. Just did a whole bunch. I wish I'd done more, to be honest with you. At the end, when I'm looking at him, I think it could have been bigger, thicker. So I love the Bodabra. If you don't have one, it's a must-have. Makes it so much easier. Just take it off and tie it in a knot. And then I embellished them, of course, and I just had these rusty bells, and I just strung them and then glued them to the hat. Just glued them right to the paper. And then I glued the bow to the very top. And then I decided to embellish him some more and add some greenery. So I pulled the bow off and just added a little bit of greenery and some pip berries right there and put the bow back on. And that's it. I think he came out really cute. Let me know what you think. Oh, I did add this too because it looked weird with the bow at the top and then just right there. So I just took 2 pieces of fabric and tied it right there, and it made a huge difference. Just a huge difference. Huge. Not really, but I'm going to say it did. So let me know what you think. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Make sure you're following me if you're not. And if you haven't heard, our autumn line just came out. So if you're interested, just make a comment. And I'll see you guys soon. Thanks.